Hello, everybody. My name is Graham Elwood, and you are watching the Political Vigilante. If you're watching us on YouTube, YouTube has demonetized us as of February 1st. We can make $0 on YouTube. No super chats, no ad revenue, no revenue from YouTube Premium, nothing. So I'm only going to be dropping one segment a day on YouTube. But if you go to rockfin.com/Graham Elwood, it's in the show notes. I will be dropping 2 to 3 clips a day for free on rockfin.com. There's a premium tier, a premium content on Rockfin, but go over there. It's blockchain, it's cryptocurrency. They don't censor us. YouTube is censoring us. That's what's happening. So if you're watching on YouTube, go over to Rockfin. Because I'm pretty sure that even if I was monetized on YouTube, this would get demonetized. You can't talk about this. You can't talk about this. You can't go after the Catholic Church. Catholic Church amassed billions in PPP aid despite having billions of its own money. This is a report. I found this in like the Christian Times, but then I went even deeper and found the AP, Associated Press report. So we're going to go into this. Oh, the Catholic Church. Full disclosure, I was raised Catholic. I was in an Irish Catholic home, hippie parents and all that, but still Irish Catholic. And I had an Irish Catholic grandmother, wonderful woman. If she was alive today, she wouldn't be happy about me doing this video. Grandma, I hope you're in heaven and you've woken up to how evil the Catholic Church is. I love you. Say hi to Grandpa because I never met him. He died before I was born. The Catholic Church, one of the reasons I'm no longer a practicing Catholic and I'm way more of a Buddhist is because they're evil. They do evil stuff. This is the tip of the iceberg. Obviously, Catholic churches and their related institutions amass at least $1.5 billion in funding from the government's Paycheck Protection Program while sitting on billions of dollars of their own money. Wow. Yeah, this is the same Catholic Church that owns so much land. They're the number one landowner around the world, I believe. Them and maybe McDonald's. And if they cashed out a lot of sold their land, they could end poverty. And in countries like America, they don't have to pay taxes. Yes, you want to know the easiest way to not pay taxes? Form a religion. Form the Church of Batman. You won't have to pay. Get it officially recognized. I don't know what the actual steps are, but yeah, you don't have to pay taxes. It's a great scam. So everything got shut down and, people can't come to church. They're not going to be able to tithe. That's how they make their money, is tithe. Now they make their money in land hold. I mean, come on. Catholic charities, give me a break. The Catholic Church could end the world's problems, but they don't want to because they would lose control. The Catholic Church, like most organized religions, are about control and power. Yep. Sitting on billions, Catholic dioceses amassed taxpayer aid. This is an investigation by the Associated Press. The diocese headquarters, churches and schools landed the help even though they had roughly $100 million of their own cash and short-term investments available last spring, financial records show. Their own financial records revealed this. As the pandemic began to unfold, scores of Catholic dioceses across diocese across the U.S. received aid through the Paycheck Protection Program while sitting on well over $10 billion in cash. Are you a small business owner that didn't get approved for a PPP loan? Or maybe you got some real small one and because of all the shutdowns, you lost your business? Maybe you didn't qualify for a PPP loan, so your business went under, or you're barely staying afloat and you're just racking up PPP loans, and some of them might be forgiven, some not. We don't know. Biden, who knows, he might pass a stimulus plan that wipes them out. I don't know. The Catholic Church had plenty of money, didn't need the PPP loan, but they got the money anyway. Because you know why they did that? Because that's what big corporations do. The Catholic Church is a big corporation. Don't fool yourself. Their brand, Amazon has a brand, Walmart has a brand. Catholic Church has a brand. Oh, salvation and boom, boom, boom. Here's another thing you learn about the Catholic Church. They got the confessional booth, right? You go in there, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I've taken the Lord's name in vain. I thought, whatever. I cheated. I had sex with someone I shouldn't, blah, blah, blah. And then the Catholic Church, and then the priest, says 10 Hail Marys and you're off the hook, right? They created that, I forget when, back in the 12th or 13th century, somewhere back in the day, as a mean to just monitor the citizens. It's a scam. That was a scam they came up with centuries ago. Because now the Catholic Church, it's information is power. Just like the CIA does data collection, they started doing data collection back in the 1200s or something. Because now the Catholic Church can go, look, we know this guy's cheating on his wife. We know this woman's cheating. We know this guy stole from his business partners. So they have power. That information is power. This guy's about to foreclose. Why don't we lean in on him? I mean, that's how they're the biggest corporation and they've been around. Graham, you're being too hard on the Catholic Church. You're right. The church that knew about pedophile priests and covered it up for centuries. Watch the movie Spotlight. It's a true story. The Boston Archdiocese shuffled Catholic priests around that they knew were pedophiles. Knew it. Never got arrested. Never did a day of jail time. Nothing. They just shuffled them around. They could have prevented. I don't even know. I shudder to think the number of kids that have been abused by Catholic Church that the Catholic Church could have prevented, and they didn't. They protected them. They protected pedophile priests. There's story after story after story of people coming forward, and they hired lawyers to say repressed, because what happened, this happened to me. Not by a Catholic priest, but I was molested as a kid. The memories were laid dormant in my brain, and repressed memories come forward. This is how the brain works. An abuse happens, and the brain, especially when it's a child's brain that's still developing, will literally seal off the memory because the brain isn't developed enough to handle it. The brain can't handle it. This happens in adults who suffer really traumatic things. Sometimes the brain will just seal it off, and then the memories come forward. The Catholic Church has spent money on lawyers to say that repressed memories aren't a real thing. This is the Catholic Church. That's what big corporations do when they get busted, right? They never admit fault. This is why I hate these big corporations. And I hate that just the first thing is, oh, we didn't do it. And they always just, it's such a detestable thing. And that this is a religion that claims to have some connection to God and be a better human being and the teachings of Jesus. Oh, really? Would Jesus hire lawyers to protect pedophile priests? Show me in the Bible where Jesus did that. Show me in the Bible where Jesus said, hey, we got plenty of money, but let's get that government loan. And even if it screws, we take money that could go help actual small businesses that need it. Who gives a shit? Where in the Bible does it say that? Is that Leviticus? Is that Leviticus where it said, get that money, bitch, get paid, ha ha, screw over people and then pretend like you're better than everyone because you wear a cloth? And if there's any Catholics watching this and this offends you, I'm sorry. Do me a here's what we can do to I'm sorry if this is offending any of the Catholics. Go to your local parish, go into the confessional booth, and say, forgive me, Father, for I have committed the sin of still practicing Catholicism. I know all the evils of this church, and I'm still practicing it. What is wrong with me? Go do that. I hope this helps. Yeah, I'm not backing down from this. Sorry. Back to the $10 billion in cash. Yet, even with that financial safety net, the 112 dioceses that shared their financial statements, along with the churches and schools they oversee, collected at least $1.5 billion in taxpayer-backed aid. We can't get free health care in this country, but the Catholic Church, that's already swimming in cash, got $1.5 billion. We can't even get a $2,000 check, but the Catholic Church got theirs. Yeah, great. The nation's nearly 200 dioceses where bishops and cardinals govern and are protect pedophiles. And other Catholic institutions received at least $3 billion. That makes the Roman Catholic Church perhaps the biggest beneficiary of the paycheck program. Hey, YouTube, is this harmful content? Telling people how evil the Catholic Church is? Is this harmful content? Telling people to stop being Catholics? Is that harmful content? I was raised Catholic. You want my personal opinion? Most organized religion is nonsense. It's man-made to get people to think a certain way. That's why I like Buddhism. There's nobody screaming at you to be a Buddhist. It's just a way of life. It's not even like a religion. It's just a philosophy. It's a philosophy. Buddhists aren't running around going, "You're not a Buddhist, blah, blah, blah. You're going to hell." I'm sure there are some, because human beings can be pretty stupid. They'll misuse anything, especially the specific type of disease of the American human being. But this is the Catholic Church taking money it didn't need, taking money out of your hands, money you could have used to did you lose your business? This is the same Catholic Church that in third world countries tells women, young women, poor women, abortion is a sin. And then the woman has the baby. And does the Catholic Church use any of their billions of dollars to support that child in that poor country? Nah, you're on your own. Oh, thanks, Catholic Church. Really appreciate it. New financial statements. New financial statements, several dozen dioceses have posted for 2020. They've posted this. I'm going to show you one in a second. That their available resources remained robust or improved during the pandemic's hard early months. This is from just one of them. This article goes into a bunch of, but they put this out there. The Archdiocese of Louisville. The Archdiocese operations have not been significantly impacted by the COVID-19 outbreak. Archdiocese of Louisville. No, we're good. COVID-19 hasn't, money's good, but we'll get that PPP money. Oh. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Oh. We're all in this together. Like, I'm so sick of that. We're all in this together. No, we're not. You're in it for you. You weren't in it for me. You didn't help the people of Louisville. And they're going to say, oh, we handed out food and this, that. Oh, really? If you took all that PPP money and gave it to all your parishioners to keep them, you paid their rent, you made sure nobody behind on rent, nobody lost their business. If that's what you did, okay, I'll give you props for that. You just said, we're taking this extra money to help our parishioners, but they didn't. They didn't say nobody in this parish is going hungry. No one in this parish is getting kicked out of their home. We got you. If the Catholic Church did that, I'd give them props, but they didn't. They didn't. Because it's not about Jesus or spirituality. It's about money and power. Wake up. All the ridiculous rules. Can't eat meat on Fridays. Really? You think God is some bureaucrat up in heaven with a Bible going, well, you said my name in vain? Really? The creator of all time and space is some petty bureaucrat that just like some hall monitor? Catholic Church has been doing this for centuries, man. Give me a break. Church leaders have questioned why AP focused on their faith following a story last July when New York Cardinal Timothy Dolan wrote that reporters invented a story where none existed and sought to bash the church. They deny it. You're not a Christian. Did Jesus, when he got busted, did he deny it? Did he deny? Do you even understand the Bible that you supposedly, do you even get it? Jesus hung out with like criminals and prostitutes and he tried to help them. You're hanging out with the rich. You know who else did this? Tom Brady did this. Tom Brady got $990,000 in PPP loans for he has a supplement, like a workout supplement company called whatever, QB12 fitness supplements or something. They got $990,000. And then literally the week after he got funded that money, Tom Brady posts on social media, I bought a yacht. Like a, whatever, $1 million. He used the money to buy a yacht. But we revere him because he's got 7 Super Bowls. Okay. Cool. I guarantee you there's going to be some crybaby Catholic in the comment section offended at this, because that's what they do. Rather than hear the truth, they're going to get mad at me for saying it. How dare you? So any non-Catholics who are like, how did these priests get away with this? Because if you came home and said the priest touched me, you got smacked in the face. A Catholic priest was looked at as like one step below God. So they abused that power, and the community let them do it. Watch the movie Spotlight. There's a great line in that movie by Stanley Tucci's character, he's playing a real guy. This Garabedian, this actual lawyer that was trying to prosecute the Catholic Church and had victims, that he was defending. And there's a line in that movie talking about Boston, which is almost all Irish, all Catholic, right? Big Irish city. He said, these people think they're so better than everybody else. Look how they treat their kids. He said, if it takes a village to raise a kid, it takes a village to abuse one. And when Catholics hear this, some of them get mad. Boo-hoo. Your church, your beloved church, took money it didn't need and it didn't help people. It protects pedophile priests. It has all this money and land holdings. It could fix the world's problems. The Catholic Church single-handedly could be like, hey, we're keeping all of our parishioners, all the 200 and some dioceses they just talked about now, all of them across America. You'd be like, wow, the Catholic Church stepped up, man. You'd have people joking like, man, I want to become a Catholic because they're paying people's rent. They're taking care of people, like what Jesus would have done. No, they're hoarding your money just like a big corporation. Just like the 660 billionaires, I just did a video on this, that have made $1.1 trillion in profits. They're part of that. Add them to the list of Bezos and Elon Musk and Zuckerberg and that whole crowd. Add the Catholic Church to that list. Walmart's made profits, so is the Catholic Church. They're both corporations that only care about their bottom line than they do their employees or their own parishioners. It's a scam, and it's a scam. It's a scam. You're not going to get closer to God. Go to nature. That's God. You want a spiritual connection? Go surfing. That's why I surf. It's a power greater than myself, the waves. A church, a temple, a mosque is a man-made structure with a bunch of man-made rules that are used to control people, control their thoughts, control what they think. So how are these guys any different than the big tech companies? Gee, can't imagine why I got demonetized. I don't know. Maybe Eric Schmidt's a Catholic. Thanks for watching the show, everybody. Check us out at rockman.com/Graham Elwood. They don't censor me over there. Support what we're doing. Because the powerful, the ruling elites, the billionaires, sex traffickers, pedophiles, Rothschilds, Catholic Church, Epstein, Prince Andrew, Mossad, the CIA, Trump, the Clintons, they're all part of the same filthy little club. So follow the money, connect the dots, get to the truth, and shave your knuckles for justice. Shaboom. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please hit the like button, the subscribe button. Go to patreon.com/Graham Elwood and rockfin.com/Graham Elwood, where you can support the show. Also, I have a Bitcoin wallet, a Bitcoin Cash wallet, and an Ethereum wallet in the show notes. We're taking cryptocurrency. I have a Coinbase affiliation link. We're going to be getting on some other exchanges. So that's how you support the show. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. YouTube is unsubscribing us at an alarming rate. I have a PayPal button. at GrahamElwood.com. I even have a Venmo at Graham-Elwood. There's a lot of ways to support our show. We are getting crushed by YouTube. We've dipped under 73,000 subscribers because of YouTube. Thanks for supporting what we do.